Hello, rockers and Mercuryans. Rock Mercury here. Welcome to the Rock Mercury podcast. I am having some leftover Indian food. I put it all in the pan so I can eat it while it's nice and warm. It's been a very productive day, and I'm excited to jump down and grub down on this Indian food my sister made. I love having my sister be a private chef. Like, she really brings it. She brings the tea. We have yellow rice here, chana masala, butter, tofu, alagolu, whatever you call that, forget what you call it, and then some naan bread on the side. Ooh, my spoon's looking rough. So, I'm just gonna grub it on down, wash it down with some orange bubbly sparkling water, no sugar, no anything, just good old sparkling bubbly. Very good. So yeah, I'm just gonna be sitting here enjoying this, chatting about all the craziness that's happening. I already know a lot of us want to talk about Andrew Tate and him being arrested today in Romania. That's on everybody's mind right now. It's all over the news stations, everywhere. Now, I do need to look into this situation a little more. My inkling tells me that this was a setup. Right after he came after Greta Thunberg, whatever. Everybody's pitting them against each other and making it seem as if, Greta won somehow by him being arrested. I don't think that he actually did what he's accused of. Personally, I don't think that. I'm very curious to see what ends up happening with this case. What's up, Austin the Mighty? Austin the Mighty's in the house. Thank you so much for, 2023s. Ooh, you sent me 20 New Year's. Thank you for that. Thank you so much. We're over here talking about how Andrew Tate's New Year might not be at the best. Starting off very well. Andrew Tate and Tristan Tate were both arrested in Romania after he was tracked down by the pizza company, apparently, that he ordered pizza from in a video of his response to Greta Thunberg. Now, I am not in any way a fan of Greta. I think Greta is extremely problematic. I think she's a spy. It's just not my kind of person. I just don't get the good vibe from her. I feel like she's an agent of the Matrix, basically. And they're trying to pit, some different terrible accusations against Andrew Tate. And he's in a different country, so I'm wondering how their legal system is going to work for this. I mean, usually he's in Dubai, which is also a tough one when it comes to legal rights. But for them to be able to walk into the place where he was at and take him out and put him in a car against his will, they must have some kind of something on him. I don't know if it's legitimate, but maybe, some countries you can accuse somebody of something and immediately get them arrested. Ooh, thank you for the hand heart. Thank you so much. Thank you for the follows, too. I appreciate all of it. I definitely appreciate it. It feels really sketchy. Now, I do follow Andrew Tate. I actually started following him when he got bananaed and canceled everywhere. When they took all his profiles down. That's when I was like, who is this person? Because I already know. If they're going to take you down and try to silence you, you must be saying something important a lot of times. I mean, I can't really think of a time where it's not the opposite, where they try to silence you, but you didn't have something that was, of some type of importance to say that somebody doesn't want you to say. So I started paying attention to him after that and realized that although I don't agree with everything he has to say, he doesn't seem like the kind of person to be a part of these accusations that I can't really go into detail about because we're on TikTok. I would love to go into detail about it just so I can hear y'all's feedback. But we can't talk about those kind of things. But if you research it, if you just Google it, you'll know why he's in there. And I just don't think he did that. I just can't see that. It's such a not smart move to make. And I feel like he's made a lot of smart moves in his business. And so for him to have courses on how to gain wealth and make real money and build your business, to have all these kind of courses and this persona and brand of that, to do what he's accused of would make no sense at all. And so I just feel like this is a setup. And I wish I knew more about Romanian law, because then I would understand how this case might go. It's interesting they caught him there instead of any other country he goes to. Part of why I'm terrified of leaving the country again. Let's see where he was born at, because I actually don't know where he was born. Andrew Tate. This food is so good, you guys. Born. Ooh. He's 36 years old, and he was born in Washington, D.C. He was born in our capital. What is that? That's our capital. Capital of America, or whatever. Is that how that works? Capital of all the states? Or is it like the capital of each state? That's where our White House is. I mean, I've been to Washington, D.C. I'm having like a brain fart right now. Anyway, doesn't matter. He was born in America. And he is in a foreign legal system right now. And I'm very curious about what's going to happen. It's not going to be something like Brittany Griner, where they try to get him back. America's not for him. They're not supporting him like that. They should, but they're not. They haven't been. This food is everything, you guys. Like, I'm living right now. As I'm discussing this, I'm like living my best life eating this food. Like, I can't even. I wish I could bring it up a little higher for you guys. I don't know what I can lift it up on. I do not know what I can lift. I can lift it up on I can put it on my computer bag right here. I can do that. That's a little bit better. Y'all can see this food because it is everything. My sister threw down on this Indian cuisine. It is popping. I feel bad. I mean, I enjoy Andrew Tate. I listen to him every day. Like I said, I don't agree with everything. Because like there's certain things. Like, for example, he was saying that if a woman is promiscuous, and I talked about this before, but he said like if a woman's promiscuous, that they're devaluing themselves somehow. But then men can do the same thing and they're not devalued. I mean, I wish I could go in more detail on that, but it's the language I can't go into on TikTok. But I thought that was kind of sketch. I agree with them on the devaluation part, but why are men devalued as well if they do the same thing? That's the part. Because I do think you can become devalued when you do too much of all that. intimate connection with strangers. And I've done that. I've definitely been guilty of a lot of activities that I should not have been a part of. For my spirit, not illegal, all legal, everything legal, but just for my spirit. It's just like, it doesn't feel good to be involved with, you know, those kind of situations, because you're just throwing yourself around. It's devaluing. So I feel as a male devalued by my behavior, my promiscuous behavior, and a woman probably would too. So like, I don't know why he thought that one was different. I wondered about that. But I love how he said it. I thought it was hilarious. And I don't think him having, I think he's kind of a troll too. Not kind of a troll. I think he's definitely a troll. And I love that. He's a comedian in a way too. So it makes me sad to see him in the legal system right now. I'm going to be following this case very closely. We'll see. Ooh, y'all, have an update. Remember I told y'all about that guy who he was so super, super attractive, and I met him on Grindr of all places. Oh, God, I can't. I hope this is not somebody I end up dating. I don't know. I mean, it'd be nice. He's so perfect. He's so hot. He works in the school system, too. Like, he's, like, high up there. Like my perfect type. Like, he's so hot. And he's like messaged me. He reached out to me multiple times. He keeps telling me how hot I am or whatever, which is sweet. I mean, I get that all the time, so I'm thankful. But he's just like so hot to me. Like, oh my gosh, like, oh, like stop the presses. You know, he's like, I would put a ring on it if, but that's a bad thing because I need to stay calm, stay cool, and realize that maybe he's not the one. Maybe, I mean, either way, I feel some kind of way about meeting anyone of substance off of Grindr. I met my ex-husband off Grindr, and it was a hellish experience. And so I told myself I would never meet or like take anyone seriously that I've met off Grindr, because I'm still on there. I'm still on that app. But I cannot take it seriously. There's nothing even serious about that app. Like, you talk to somebody for a few seconds. You know nothing about them. You don't even know their name, but they've already sent you a close-up picture of one of their orifices, or all of their orifices. And it's like, oh my gosh. I will say though, as I was editing my profile, there was an option to be female, cisgender female, or, you know, T female, transition female. That was an option on the app, and I've never seen that before. It used to only be for men. And I'm like, wait, what's happening? But even with that, there would be women on there because they want to see if their man's on there. And they would also like to catfish men in that world. Like, it's crazy. That app is just, it's so easy to get catfished on there. Well, this guy's a real guy because he added me on Instagram. And you can tell on his profile that he's real. That he's like high up there in the system. He had a private profile. You can tell that he's like in the education field and doing well. You can tell it's real. He has tag pictures of people. Like, I know he's real. But sometimes people are not real on there at all. So I kind of go like, I just kind of feel weird. Like, he's so perfect. Like, in a second, I would be like, yes, let's date. I even told him, I said, you're like my perfect dating type. Like, where I would date, my ideal type to date. Like, he's perfect for that. And he wasn't thrown off by that, because I'm like, I'm just honest. I don't care. Like, if you're not that, then you're not. My ideal type wouldn't get thrown off by that. I wasn't like, oh, you're so great. Oh, I wish I could have. No, I'm just like, hey, you're telling me I'm beautiful. That's great. Thank you. But you're like my ideal type. Like, I would totally date somebody like him. He's hotter than anyone I've ever dated, too. Like, all combined. He's hotter than all of them. So we'll see what happens. But I just also, I'm kind of immediately feeling like no to it, because like if you meet them on Grindr, then you're gonna find them on Grindr again. If you met them on there and you're trying to have a monogamous relationship, you're gonna find out they back on there again on the grind, talking about they're going to Starbucks, but they're going to get their star bucked. Yeah. They telling you that they're just driving through to get a Frappuccino, but they frapping on somebody else's Chino. You know? I don't deserve to go through that again. And so, I just like, even though I'm on Grindr, like I just don't want to meet anybody on there who I'm gonna like be with longer term. Cause but then I guess that goes for me too. Like but I know myself, and I guess this is hypocritical, but like I know that if I was met on Grindr, like for example with my ex, when I met him on Grindr, I was done after. I was done on Grindr. Like I uninstalled the app. Like we met, we were good. Like I thought we were doing great in our relationship for the first honeymoon phase or whatever. I deleted the app. So I wanted to be faithful. And the only reason I'm saying that is because I guess technically somebody could be like me, where they may be on the app, but if they had a partner, they would like be faithful. But it's so rare. And the second things get rough, they're going right back on. Da-dunk, whatever. What's the Grindr sound? I wish I could play that Grindr sound right now. Should I play that sound? I should play the sound. Hold on, y'all. Because y'all know this sound. If you guys hear this sound, you need to break up with your man. You have to break up with them. Here it goes. If you hear that sound, pack his bags and to the left. Your man, if you hear that sound, your relationship's over. Your relationship's over, babe. And they have the audacity to keep it on, like it's not even on silent. They're just letting it play. No, you have to break up. There's no reason to hear that sound. There's no reason. If you hear that sound, it's you know, just pack his bags, do whatever you're gonna do, get out that relationship. Because honestly, I'm saying ladies, but if men too, if you had a monogamous relationship and you hear that sound, some of y'all don't even know what Grindr is, and that's scary. They'd be like, "Oh, it's an email." I've been on Grindr since the first day it started. Since the first day. It's funny that I'm talking about this right after I talk about Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate gives me closeted vibes a little bit. I don't know. Maybe because I would love him to be closeted. Because I would love to Tate Andrew. But I don't know, he gives me that vibe that he would like be down. And I would be down too. Oh my gosh. Andrew Tate is so hot to me. Oh my gosh. He can get it for sure. But anyway, I know that he like has made some very disrespectful comments. Some very disrespectful comments to the LG community, whatever. I don't want to say the name. I know he has made some very disrespectful comments, but I just think he's so funny. And I can't take him seriously. Like, even that he's getting arrested, I'm like laughing. I'm like, what? What? You're arresting Andrew Tate? And his brother Tristan Tate? Oh my gosh. Oh, so hot. So hot. Hold on, I have to look him up right now. Again, I follow him, but I have to see him one more time. Because I just, like, I don't know which one's hotter. Which one is, oh my gosh. No, Tristan Tate is definitely the hottest of them. They're both hot. But Tristan Tate is like, what? Are you serious right now? Like, this is how he looks? This is Tristan Tate, right? For real? Yeah, he can get everything. He can have it all. Here, Tristan, you can have my dinner. Take it all, Tristan Tate. Are you serious? He looks like this? Okay. Back to my topic. You see, I'm already being promiscuous, and I already have my new man who's, you know, in the education field, and he's so hot, and he wants me, and I want him. But I don't know. Like I said, I just don't know if I can actually trust him because we met off Grindr. How am I gonna trust that? Like, it's gonna be, you know, it's gonna be that all night. All night this. All night. All night. All night. You know? I can't handle that. If y'all been cheated on before, I want to been cheated on a lot of times. By one person, though. By one person a whole bunch of times. And it's messed up. Being cheated on is, like, terrible. It's, like, such a betrayal because you want to do something that's going to put you in jail. But then you can't because of jail. Nobody wants to go to jail. But, like, when you get cheated on, you don't see. You see black. You black out. You're like, wait a minute. Like, who did what to who? You did what to who? Like, what? You gonna sleep on me overnight? I'm the mother effing boss overnight. And when I pull up, vroom, motorbike, you know? Like, it's just so offensive. It's so offensive to get cheated on. Like, I just don't want that. And so I'm, like, nervous. Even though he's, like, the perfect guy, like, he's so hot. Like, oh, you guys don't understand. He's so hot. Like, it's crazy. I can't believe I thought I lost him. We were talking, we were having a good conversation, and all of a sudden our message just goes away on Grindr. It's just gone. And I'm like, oh my God, I lost him. Like, I guess I shouldn't have got my hopes up high, which I didn't get my hopes up high. I was fine. I've slept. I went to sleep. I'm like, whatever, it's fine. Like, that's normal. Grindr's like that. But he was really, like, pushing me. Like, seemed super interested. And so then I was on my Instagram posting videos, and next thing you know, I get a DM from him because he had followed me. He has a private account. He had followed me. So I'm just like, wait, like he's really over here trying to find me, but why would he delete our conversation or maybe I feel like he blocked me on Grindr, probably because he doesn't want me to see that he's still on Grindr. Grinding away. Just grinding here and there. And his profile said, here for a good time, not a long time. That's exactly what a streetwalker would say. Somebody who is employed by a pimp. That's exactly what that person would say. I don't know what I mean. I can't say it on here. That's exactly what they would put on their profile, like here for a good time, not a long time. I don't know, y'all. All I know is I'm not getting my heart broken. Like, I would be down to, like, to clap them cakes and stuff. I would be happy to clap, you know, if he has a cake that needs to be clapped, if he's a baker or something, I'd be down to do that. But I'm not trying to, like, get my heart broken. But definitely, like, a one night only moment. Okay. You know, we could take a bakery class together. We can make some mac and cheese together. Mix mac and cheese together. That's so gross. That ruined. The first time I heard that analogy of mac and cheese mixing to you know what, it ruined mac and cheese for me. It ruined it for me. Every time I hear that sound, I'm like, that's so explicit. Like, this is supposed to be an innocent thing, just cheese and noodles mixing together. But now we've ruined it. We've ruined it. Can never see it the same way again. But anyways, I would love to mix some mac and cheese with him. But yeah, I'm not getting my heart broken. But also, I'll be totally down to marry him right now. Right now. Right here, right now. Because he's that hot. And I don't say that for anyone, for just anyone. He's like ridiculously hot. And he seems like he's a sweetheart. But like I said, I don't trust him. I don't trust anybody, and that's an issue. I don't know where else to meet people. How about to meet people in person? Like, it feels weird. Like, you see a hot person at the gym, you can't just go up to them. You could, but that's gonna be weird. What if they have like a girlfriend? What if they get really offended? Especially in Texas, and then they try to attack you. Yikes. And usually, in the LG community, by the time you know what the orientation is, they're on their knees doing what you please. You know, they're on their knees doing what you please. So it's like, you don't want somebody who just gets on their knees that fast. By the time you know what they are, it's like, dang. Because you know they do that for everyone. If they're on their knees for you, they're on their knees for everyone else, and not even Jesus. Everyone but Jesus, they're on their knees for. You know? Like, you know it's true. And it's heartbreaking because it's like, how are you supposed to like have a nice conservative relationship with somebody of the same gender? Apparently gender is different than what you're born at. Oh my God, thank you. Shannon Panda's in the house. Gave me a tiny diny, 4 tiny dinies. Oh, yes, tiny dinies. Thank you. I appreciate you, Shannon Panda. Very kind. Very, very kind. This food is amazing, you guys. Like, I'm just living my best Indian life right now. But yeah. I'm not nervous about this guy because it's like, whatever. Like, there's so many people out there. Whenever I feel like, oh my gosh, like, this guy's so hot. What if I never find somebody like this person again? What if I, like, miss out on my chance? I just go to my LinkedIn account. Because on my LinkedIn, you get, like, I think like 100 people you can invite every week or something to your LinkedIn. And so every week, I just go through my list of suggested, and I just click on invite to the hottest people on there, the hottest guys. Invite, until I reach my limit. And a lot of them accept me. And I do that because it's a business site, and it's like, if I'm gonna have to be on this boring LinkedIn site, I might as well have some fun on here and like be able to at least do business with hot people that I want to do business with. So it's probably not the best way to do business, but it's motivating me to stay committed to LinkedIn because Gary Vaynerchuk is saying that, oh, you got to be on LinkedIn because it has like some great organic traffic there for your business and all this stuff. I'm like, okay, Gary, fine. I'm going to do it, but I'm doing it on my own terms. So anyways, whenever I feel like, oh, there's not enough hot guys, I just go to my LinkedIn, like, my connection list, and I'm like, oh my God, there's so many hotties out there who are just professionals, who are in their own realm. They're not in the entertainment industry, which is a good thing. Like, I don't think I need to date anybody in the entertainment industry. I think I need to really just, like, stay away from that. And this guy is not in entertainment at all. He's in the schooling system. Like, he's he's like killing. He's doing great jobs, like really good work for the world. Like he's just a solid person. He's almost like too perfect. It's like, whoa. But he's not too perfect because I met him on Grindr. You can't be perfect on Grindr. I know I'm on Grindr, so I might be the only perfect person on Grindr. No, I'm not perfect at all. And I don't even know, like, should I get off Grindr? Is that what's going to make it better for me? Like, should I just get off of there? But I don't want to get off. It's like a GPS for the LGB community, whatever. I don't want to get off anymore until I have somebody. But what if I can't get somebody because I'm on there? Like, I kind of would like my new partner not even to even know what Grindr is. But like, oh, what's Grindr? No, that's ignorant. I want them to know what it is, but choose not to be on there. That's better. Because they're like, oh, I don't know what Grindr is. And it's like, the second they find out, they can get absorbed by it. At least if they know what it is already, then we can, like, have, you know, less chances of them, all that. You know? We can have less chances of that happening if they already know that that's not for them. And then I could just delete my account whenever we get together. And we're good. I will never look back. But as long as I'm single, I'm not going to get off Grindr. Like, I don't know. I don't see a reason to. But I need to. Oh my gosh. Because what if I met this guy just on Instagram? That would have been better. Anyway. It's all ruined. It's all ruined. If y'all saw how hot he was, then you'll understand why I'm saying this. Like, he's like hot. Like ideal hot. Like, just he's just so, it's like ridiculous. What if he messaged me back already? He's probably sleeping because he has to, like, do work and stuff. Anyway, I hope he's doing well. But yeah, I'm trying to convince myself, because if this continues and he keeps talking to me and we end up like meeting up and he already wants to meet up, like, would I really just like make an exception for the fact that I met him on Grindr? Like, would I really make that kind of exception and then end up cheated on in some messed up relationship after the honeymoon phase just fades away, gone with the wind, not fabulous? I don't want to go through it. I don't want that for myself. We'll just have to see. But for all I know, he could just stop messaging me. I mean, he still follows me, and he's like, we were messaging long messages back and forth. So it's different. I haven't done that in a while with anyone. So it kind of feels like a little different. It feels a little bit different than the average conversation that just ends up with being like, oh, you're so hot. I saw you on such and such website. Oh, like, oh, I wish, like, what's the measurements? Oh, do you host? Oh, all these boring conversations. Like, he has not once asked me to see any pictures that I wouldn't put on Instagram. He didn't ask me to, like, if I was a big spoon or a small spoon. He didn't ask anything like that. He just wants to know things that I like, and, you know, why I'm here in Texas, and, you know, what I do for work, and it's fun. Like, just interesting questions, like more engaging questions about, like, life. And that's great. Like, nobody wants, like, you can't have anything real if it just starts off like, hey, like, how big? Oh, you know? And funny enough, that's how my ex situation started with my ex-husband. The conversation started off very like, I think it was me who started off like that. I was just like, nice. Like, I think I was like, here's a certain picture. I think I sent some pictures, and I was just like, whatever. I didn't care at that point. I was already heartbroken from the situation before then, and so I was just in for the ride at that point. So I just sent some photos, and we went from there, and we got married somehow. That's crazy. But from that experience, I'm like, yeah, you probably shouldn't meet your partner on that kind of app. It sets you up for disaster. Sets you up for disaster. Not worth it. But yo, if I fell in love with this guy though, oh goodness. I don't want to fall stupid in love. I want to be like aware and present. You know? Composed. I don't want to think about, like, I want to trust the next person so much that, like, I wouldn't even think that they would cheat or that they would, like, do some BS or betray me. Like, it would be the farthest thing from my head because they're so full of integrity that they just wouldn't do that. Like, because you can feel that now. Like, I can see it. I can feel it. Looking back, I can tell that my ex was a snake. I can tell it. I looked past it because I thought that I wasn't worth any more than a snake. I thought that's the best I can do. So, I settled. I settled in the grass when I belonged in the sky. So, that's my fault, I guess. But a bigger fault would be to do it again. To do the same thing again. No. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No. I won't do it again. I won't do it again. So, transparency, immediately. If I was, let's say I did end up dating this guy. He's super hot, whatever. The second if he cheats on me one time, I'm literally done. I don't care how hot he is. There's so many other hot people. And that's why I go to LinkedIn, so I can see there's still other professionals out here. Because when you're on LinkedIn, it's not just some random Joe that's like living in some basement. Nothing wrong with living in a basement, because the basements are really cute if you do them right. The basement can be like really cool looking. But I don't want like some situation where like somebody cannot sustaining themselves. And on LinkedIn, if they have a LinkedIn, there's a better chance that they're making moves in their life, at least. You know? I'm looking for like a real love situation. Like, before I just wanted a billionaire, but I don't want to be miserable. Look at Puff Daddy, whatever. You know, he's technically a billionaire, but he's miserable. And everyone that he dates is miserable because his misery blocks him from joy. And so all of his people and his associates that he has relationships with benefits, they're all a mess. You know? And so it's like I don't want to wish for that. I think love is more valuable. If you have one person who you really loved or like a real connection that didn't need him for his wealth or whatever, or just like a real bond, like that's worth any amount of money, any amount of money. Like, if there was still love there in my ex relationship, I would have stayed with that situation. But there wasn't any love there. I had love, but there's no. It has to be reciprocated. It has to be like a real bond, like a real connection. And once I realized that it's one-sided and unrequited love, you gotta dip out. Cause what's the point? You're just gonna drain yourself. So thankfully, I got to that point and I saw it clearly, and I dipped. If I see it again, I'm gonna dip again. This is one life. This is one life we have. Maybe we have 2 lives. I don't know. Maybe we come back again. But this is only one life that I know about. And what I'm not about to do is be miserable in it. Is to be deluding myself in denial about somebody who doesn't love me. It doesn't make me bad to not be loved. Somebody chooses not to love me, that doesn't make me a bad person. They just don't love me. That's fine. Like, why do we take it so personally? Like, okay, they don't love it. They don't love you. Okay, cool. Let's go find somebody who does love you. Maybe that's a good idea, so that you're not like miserable the rest of your life. Let's try that. Yeah. I'm not gonna settle for anything. Settling has caused me more suffering than anything else. Like, settling is evil. Settling is pure evil. It's like putting yourself in slavery. No. Not gonna do it anymore. Already done it enough. But anyways, I keep all up to date. I'm really full off this food. I feel so full. So I'm gonna get off of here. But I enjoyed chatting with you guys, whoever needed to hear this message. I'll keep you guys up to date with this new guy. He's so hot. We'll see what happens, or if nothing happens at all. Hopefully I stick to my guns and just say no situation that I meet on Grindr. None of that. What's up, Shay? Shay's in the house. Hey, Rock. What's up, Shay? I just followed you on Twitter, Shay. Says, dang, I missed it. It's all good. You know I'm going to post this whole video. So don't even worry about it. Don't even worry. Just hope that TikTok saves it so I can post it. Because, you know, that can be up and down. But, all right. I'm going to jump off of here. I'm going to braid my hair while I watch some YouTube. Okay, good night. I'll catch you next time. Yep, I'll be here tomorrow, Shay. Oh, gosh. I'll be here tomorrow, and this video will be uploaded at least by tomorrow. Like, I upload a lot of videos today, so I'm kind of tired. But at least by tomorrow, I should be uploading this video too. So, thank you for joining me. Talk to you soon. Bye. Rock on, Mercuryans. Go to rockmercury.com. rockmercury.com for all things Rock Mercury. Please visit. Like and subscribe. Bye.